international. Morizanka. A little bit of extra bounce.
Yeah, Morizanka will be happy about that one.
There's the edge, and that's going to be the first boundary, a fortuitous one to start proceedings from a boundary perspective. But that's what Pakistan in edge, and went away to the fence. And then backed up with the most explosive shot of the day so far. Nicely worked over deep mid-wicket. Punch of the gloves. And she does it beautifully. Nicely picks out the same area as she did in the last over. And once again, some good power. So that's effect already. Another sweep shot. And the wicket is taken. The finger goes up from Brad White. We saw an appeal in the second delivery of the over. This time, Brad White judges that it's going to go on and crash into the stumps. And there is the breakthrough for South Africa. It's been a nice bounce back since the power play. And it's the second wicket. Ali fails again. This time she's gone across her stumps and exposed the leg stump, and Sekakune has got one nice and straight, beats their legs again and crashes into the leg stump. We saw what happened to Peter Dar in the last match, also walked too far across. But that's disappointing for Ali again.
Hello, hello, hello. The reverse sweep executed perfectly. This is going to speed away for four, despite the efforts of Masabata Class. Helped on its way to long leg for four. Well, this is suddenly it's just twisted for Pakistan because of heaved into the deep, and it's gone all the way. That is a massive stroke from Nida Dar. We've seen what she can do throughout this tour, carrying on the wind, and that is her chosen area. Oh, close, close, and gone! A slower one from Sekakune. Nida Dar goes across it and is sent packing. And straight after the rain delay, unfortunately, Pakistan lose their reliable number 4. She's gone for 18, and Sekakune gets her second at 61 for 3.
Yeah, Dar just not picking up that slow ball and just moving the head towards that leg side before she actually made contact with the ball.
Team leg cutter again. That's her strength. Oh, the run out! Oh my word, it was close. She had backed up way, way too far, had Aisha Naseem. And there was an opportunity for Sanae Loose to hit the stumps direct. And sadly, once again, they've missed the stumps, South Africa. Look how far up she's come. Here's the shy, out for all money, out for all money. Good alert anticipation from Loose, but can't hit.
Important that these two stick around for time. And as we say that, there's a use of the feet down the wicket. Play and miss by Naseem, and I don't feel she's got back in time. She did sweep the bat around and try and get it placed back into the popping crease, but I feel she's well short.
It's a good bit of flight on this occasion from Singaza. Front foot's good. Front foot good. It's good flight and beat in the air. And gone for money. Tried he this one out of Durban. It was Naseem, but just have the feeling that she's short on this occasion. It's a good take by the wicketkeeper. Off goes the bails, and that's short. And there's the confirmation of the season out.
Oh, back-to-back wickets, and Shangazi is going to find herself on a hat-trick. What a brilliant performance that was. Lovely delivery, nice flight through the air, and it just gripped and turned, crashed into the stumps. So the double blow, and South Africa, through the form of Shangazi, are on fire.
Yeah, this is the dream off spinners dismissal. Gave it a bit of flight, a little bit of, oh, not actually beaten it for the lack of turn on that occasion, but disturbs the timber. And Imtiaz going to go first ball naught. Pakistan.
Stumps. And this time, as I give her a huge wrap, she gives it a little bit of width, and that's nicely played. Probably the shot of the day. A little bit of this today.
Cut away. Oh, bad piece of fielding. Straight through backward point for 4. That's bonus runs for Pakistan. Short again, cut again, 4 again.
Yep, similar kind of shot.
On. Works it away on the onside for a 50, and what a valuable 50 it's been. It's her 9th career 50, and her contribution is appreciated by her teammates, and how she's been missed in the first 2 T20 internationals with that finger injury. And she's played beautifully today at a strike rate of just 109. Very few dot balls in her innings, and that's the key. They get to an impregnable score. Turned away to the on. Very fine. It's a way to fine leg for 4. That's a lovely little deflection from Kainat Imtiaz to end the over that's yielded. It's tip and run. Oh my word, the shy again misses. This time Shangazi. A word in my ears just said they're never going to hit the stumps, and it does appear that way.
The shy count is increasing.
I mean, in the tour, this has got to be at least the 20th shy, at least. Unfortunately, so. Up in the air it goes, should be taken. Oh my word! What a sitter. Well, can you believe it? That is, you won't get an easier chance than that, and Marizanne Kapp knows it. She has every bit of sympathy for Tunnicliffe at the moment, but this really has to be taken.
I think I'm going to bring out the words, oh my word, in that one. It would really have to move, just went straight through the hands.
And that always is the result after a drop chance. The next one disappears away for 4. What should have been a wicket, that's when the partnerships come. Sweetly in the air, down the ground for a 1 bounce 4. Beautifully struck by Imtiaz. Valuable run boundary to get them over 130. No, they can't, because Klaas finishes it in style with a perfect Yorker. Imtiaz giving herself room. Is bowled off the last ball of the innings. And despite the fact she's got a wicket, it won't wear a smile today, will Masabata Klaas, because it's been a tough day in the field, but at least this will give her some solace. She's ended with a perfect delivery. The end of the innings, hitting the base of middle stump. And at 127 for 6, there's a challenging score. Kainat Imtiaz, a useful hand, gone for 29. Off the last ball of the innings, Pakistan have achieved 127 for 6.
And that's nicely played. Sharon, give us a bit of insight into these two.
Yeah, Tunnicliffe, I think, you know.
There's a good shot. That's nicely played, and the miscommunication again. Oh, this is it. This is the first wicket. Eventually she'll gather it and get it onto the stumps. And that was a classical case of ball watching. And you do feel for Tunnicliffe. She was running to the danger end, and once she played the shot, she felt it was in position to be able to get through. But Annika Bosch was not interested from the outset. She barely moves outside of her crease. And if they had just gone, they would have given themselves half a chance, especially with the fumble in the end. And that's not the start South Africa are after, and not the start Tunnicliffe was looking for. An opportunity at the top, and in many ways it's now been wasted. South Africa lose their first. And Ming will continue into a second rep. Oh! And with the flight, that ball just dipped at the back end of its journey. Eyes probably lit up because of the trajectory that was coming down to her. She thought, I can slog sweep this away to the leg side. Not to be. She ends up yorking herself, clatters into the stumps. And with all the changes at the top of the order, South Africa are themselves in trouble at 4 for 2.
Yeah, just a dip that's doing here. But it's really the first time that we see Marizon Cup trying to play that square of the wickets. He was used.
That's nicely played and through the gap as well. Just a little bit of width. Baig will be a bit disappointed that she's offered up that width with Bosch.
They're way behind at this stage. Not anymore. They get a little closer with that super footwork from Mignon du Preez. That is an example of... She does cut well. She's timed it to perfection. Found the gap away to the offside again. Another good boundary to Annika against the left arm spin. Oh, she chips it straight back to the bowler. She's done by the flight. Amin gets her second. She never got to the pitch of it. Her footwork nowhere near as secure as du Preez. And she still went through with a shot with the bottom hand and chips it back to the bowler. Bosch has gone for 13. And South Africa are in big trouble here, 24 for 3.
Yeah, a bit of a nothing shot there from Bosch. She really didn't get to the pitch of that delivery and just threw the...
Now du Preez. Smash through cover for 4. That's an exquisite stroke. Excellent timing, excellent placement.
And she's got her lady. The ball drifts in, goes between bat and pad, crashes into the stumps. And that is a really good delivery and impact for Nida Dar as she comes into the attack. There's lots of discussion, but there can be some celebrations. They've got their 4th, and that's going to put them firmly back on top.
Yeah, on this occasion, just the ball sliding on. Goodall probably trying to heave that over the mid-wicket region. Miss it, and Kennedy.
The entertaining one. And that's beautifully played. Nida Dar will be so disappointed with that. She was so good in her line and length for the bulk. That's a no ball, and she's made contact with the stumps. We told you how close she gets to the stumps at point of delivery, and unfortunately she's knocked it over. The Zing bails were brought to light, and there'll be another free hit. Pakistan really don't want this. So no loose will be going, oh yes, please. It's just her foot as it came past, I think.
Yeah, this is the last thing you want
To be at the end of the over. Picking out long off and long on. Can they find a gap in the deep to get the boundary they so desperately need? At the end of the over, South Africa need to be at 79. That would be Duckworth, Lewis, Powell. Probably actually have to be at 80, not just 79. Oh, the rain has got too much. The stumps are out the ground, and unfortunately what was building up to be a teasing conclusion, finally the heaviness, the increasing heaviness of the rain has seen that the umpires have called things off, and that's where South Africa need to be. 79. They're 11 behind that at this stage. Got a feeling that scoreboard is at where they'd have to be at the end of the over, but nonetheless they're still behind. The covers are coming on, and let's hope, as it's been out through much of the evening, just a little passing shower and they can get back out there and have a tilt at getting the 127. Otherwise, if not, Pakistan are certainly ahead on Duckworth Lewis. Well, despite the fact that there is a little bit of sun breaking through the dark cloud, the game has been called off because time is up, and Pakistan have won by 8 runs on the Duckworth-Lewis method, thanks to Javeria Khan's 56 not out, and then the good bowling by Amin to reduce South Africa to 68 for 4. And what a valuable innings it was. So the tour is over for Pakistan, and South Africa won the ODI series quite comfortably by 3-0, and the margins of victory got greater all the while. Their best performance was probably the very first match of the T20 series, where they won by 8 wickets with an over to spare. And then Pakistan getting a consolation victory, but they were full value for that, even though it was by the Duckworth-Lewis-Stern method. They prevailed over South Africa by 8 runs today, and South Africa win the T20 series 2-1. So there's the leading run scorers in the T20 series. Tasman Brits has been a revelation in the series. Played only just 2 matches, but got an excellent strike rate and a higher score of 66 in her 250s. Kainat Imtiaz with her 320s is the second highest run scorer. Shabnam Ismail got a career best 5 for 12 in the second T20 on 7 wickets, is far and away the leading wicket taker of the series. And it's not strange to see the 2 experienced campaigners, Kapp and Ismail, atop the wicket taking list. Just tracking back a little to the ODI series, reminding you of how well Aliyah Riaz played with a high score of 81 in the series. Laura Wolford was an absolute revelation for South Africa, but find a way to get out 2 run-outs and a caught down the leg side, but still averaged over 41 in this.